Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. Dance, jump in the stands, no man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Big time drive, let's go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. 3 yards on 7. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Every day, any day. Back. Check 9. Swing.
Jackson, option right.
What the fuck, dude? I blitzed on that side so y'all wouldn't have that fucking problem.
And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 21-yard line.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Steps, touchdown, Ravens. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, Mayfield again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
It's intercepted. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
I don't fucking understand.
Tucker
dude.
now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Flush to his right. And he's got this one complete to Callaway.
Swear to God.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Mad as hell.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Now Brown. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 35. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Squeeze, double. 53's the mark. 53. Check 50. I got you, son. I got you. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 99. Delta. Check.
Throwing is Jackson. eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And they're not fucking blocking, dude.
This one is down he goes. Matt Judon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Regular. 61, matchbox, lights.
Check safety. Hey, watch it.
I got it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. Extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Didn't let me fucking...
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 22, Jet, Palmer. 22, Jet, Palmer. Check it back. Check it back.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively.
That's all he does. Push speed. McCaffrey.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Look, ran right past him, bro. Straight up. This thing is bullshit, man. Ran right straight past him.
Christian McCaffrey, his 4th
Didn't even have to take a
touchdown
beat.
on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Antonio Callaway on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
1st down, Cleveland.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
42-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Mayfield now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Go.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep.
Game is sick, dude. I can't stand this fucking game.
They have now put
give him
themselves in
everything he
position
wants
to
to
score
do.
points with that big-time return.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Be good. Safe.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out.
No, like that's
He's
so
got the first down
that's
inside
fucking
the
cheese,
10.
dude.
And he will
That's not even a
score.
fucking run play.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
That shit is banned in North League.
Jackson on his way
So,
to
yeah,
a
you can do
monster
it.
game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go look.
And now look at him go. The 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 79 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, My dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to fire. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Caught on the slant, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Damian Ratley, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will get him one closer.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, exit. Hey, look, 48. Hey, you don't like the 48 right now.
Throwing again, Mayfield on second and 10.
Get out of my way, bro. Like, I'm going to the right, dude. Cut me into the fucking line.
Bowser able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some
like how he didn't follow his man.
Trying to put him on the ground.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target,
Won't let me
incomplete.
put the,
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Jackson will keep it.
Quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Look at that fucking Hayden, bro.
Daylight past the 20.
My best corner is not going to fucking get shoved back like that by Hollywood.
Christian McCaffrey, 50 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So the big play nullified. Illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Run, fool! Look at all that fucking space.
And he goes down.
But it won't let me.
Tyus Bowser in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line
Like
is
that
having. It is
fucking
a long
same
one for
blitz you
them.
do all
Long
game.
for you to
Trying
spend
to
it with
fucking
me.
work.
Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
3rd and long for Mayfield.
Like, they're not fucking blocking, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
Pernell McPhee. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a good result there, as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be aggressive. Try to maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
I'm getting pressure put on me. You're not. You just fucking do it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right.
Look at that, dude. I'm right there.
That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah,
you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Watch the twins.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets it inside
Probably
the 35
like 300 fucking yards rushing. Yep.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I can't stop, man.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing
Slam. 53's the mic. 53. Check it out.
Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Ingram. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates.
Oh, but that shit don't work for me.
Ravens touchdown.
Cool.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after.
They dudes have to rely on just fucking running at the quarterback outside the pocket to win first thing. It takes no skill at all. It's not even few really.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Lamar is like not even right, dude.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Why it's fucking banned in most
They'll
leagues.
take this up past the 20 and down at the
I understand if I'm
22-yard
getting fucking
line.
pressure to take off, man, but this plays not getting pressure at all.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something like that, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is taken in at the 5. A big pickup of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, alert 33.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a... Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Might as well just did an onside fucking kick.
This is taken near the 13. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Jackson, option right. And he held on to it it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Throwing now is Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
Fuck out of here,
Take
dude.
this to the other side of midfield
GG, let's
before
just
going
run out of
of
fuck
bounds.
pocket every game.
12 yards to pick
dude.
up there. Good for a Raven first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.